We Like Dota, episode 22 starts now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to We Like Dota. This is We Like Dota, the internet's casual Dota 2 podcast. I'm Brian Sabone-Yinger, and joining me this evening is the triumphant return
For now.
of Jared Clyde Frog Pedersen. How you doing, Jared?
Hey,
Welcome
Brian.
back, friend. Welcome back.
And hey, Ben. You haven't been introduced. You can't talk until you're introduced.
And you're also hearing the voice of Ben Yadneb Day,
Hey, guys.
the internet's darling.
Perfect.
Can I say welcome back, Jared, now?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome back, Jared.
Hey, thanks, Ben.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
How you doing,
Yeah, no
Jared?
problem.
I'm doing fine.
You holding up okay?
Wonderful.
That's good.
Yes.
How many times has your baby pooped on you?
Pooped on me?
Yeah.
0, because I am awesome.
Really? How
Yeah.
are you managing this?
Because you wait until she's done pooping to change a diaper.
Okay.
Jessica
Oh, good
doesn't
strategy.
get this.
Good
Jessica doesn't get
strategy.
this. She's like, oh, she pooped. I need to change a diaper. Give her a couple minutes. She's sitting in poop. So what? You can clean her up anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, once you're in your own poop, you can't get any worse.
Yeah,
than
you
being
can't get
in
any
your
more
own poop.
poopy.
So when Jess does it, like, the baby is still pooping.
It's happened 3 times.
Rookie mistake, it sounds like.
She'll learn. She'll learn. See, that's why you're the foundation of that
Patience.
family over there, Jared.
Absolutely.
That's why you're the father.
Absolutely.
You're rearing your child.
Yeah, good leadership.
It's what I do.
All right. Anyway, guys, we're going to start this episode off, as is tradition, and start with Who'd You Play?
Try to shop.
Well, what's different about this episode, Brian?
We
Yeah,
have
you
a-
probably should acknowledge.
Yeah, acknowledge
the
something is
difference.
happening.
we have a video camera set up,
Okay.
and we are live
You're
streaming.
not supposed to acknowledge the camera. Remember, he said that like 12 times.
No,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can acknowledge it. I said just don't make direct eye contact,
Constantly. You asked if we were
Which you're
supposed to
also
look
doing.
at the camera.
because then it looks like you're
No, I'm
trying
looking
to.
at you, Ben.
It looks like you're trying to make love with the audience.
Well, that was my job. I was.
That's true, actually.
So yeah, we do have a webcam set up. I've been using
By
it when we're
popular
streaming,
demand.
and I found out a workflow that dramatically saves me time
Everyone's excited
for
about
putting
this.
things on YouTube.
And by everyone, I mean me and you.
So you can all
And
see,
me partially.
you
I
can all
mostly don't
see
care.
how fat we are,
Quite fat.
how ugly we are.
Quite ugly.
Sure.
But you guys asked.
and I wear
you guys asked. For
We both
this,
wear hats.
and I do occasionally.
Yeah, but you wear
Yeah.
like those hipster hats.
I do. Yeah, I do.
We both wear it because we're partially ginger or fully ginger.
And we like sports.
Right.
And we like sports.
But anyway, if you guys ever want to watch us record the show, you can watch us stream that live Sundays. The time kind of varies, but I'll try and tweet
Yeah.
it out and
Follow Sabone on
Twitch, twitch.tv/Sabone. Though I am going to start the We Like Dota Twitch channel.
I think it should be WLD TV.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
that a lot. Yeah.
See if
do
we can
that.
get it. See if we can get it.
Fantastic.
Well, then we can
It's
just share.
classier.
We'll share the channel. All
Yeah.
3 of us. That'd be
yeah,
great.
totally.
Perfect. We'll figure that out. So there's that.
Perfect.
But anyway, we are going to start off with Who'd You Play? And I'm going to start with Jared.
Yeah, because it's easy. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, to
okay.
be fair,
I played one game.
yes.
Oh, that counts.
I guess, yeah.
Who'd you play that
on
one
our-
game?
Sand King.
I think it's impressive
Interesting.
that you have a baby that's 2 weeks old and you were able to fit in one game of Dota 2.
Yes, and my wife is a wonderful person.
She is. She's
Absolutely.
perfectly delightful.
Absolutely.
Was she also asleep while you played?
No.
Wow, I'm
Well,
really impressed.
kind of.
Yeah, partially.
She asked me to close the door.
That works.
So as to not corrupt the child with all the swearing.
I think I did pretty well, actually.
You played Sand King.
I did.
You played a
I
heck
did.
of a Sand King.
How
did.
did that go? You mean you haven't played for how long?
About 2 weeks.
Yeah, did it go
About
okay?
2 weeks. It went okay.
Was this an in-house match with
Yeah,
the
it was.
listeners?
It was the Friday night community night, and I drafted probably the worst team I've ever drafted.
The worst laning team.
It was a Fnatic draft, and what I mean by
Correct.
that is there are 2 ways to normally think about drafting. One is you think about the lane structure as you're drafting, and how heroes fit together. The other one is just to pick heroes and figure it out later.
And you did the latter?
Yeah, and I usually don't do that.
This is
Oh, you really think about it a lot.
all this insight that you just provided us is why I'm so glad you're here today.
Mind is
Sure,
blown. This
sure.
is more entertaining or more informative than any
Right.
podcast that Brian and I have done combined.
Absolutely.
Ever.
I would
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. But yeah, so it ended up working great because we ended up completely owning everything,
We did.
and it was a really good time.
Do you get the impression that people were taking it easy on you because you were with child or recently had child?
No. Yes, maybe. I don't know.
I doubt that they were. I just was curious
Yeah.
if that was in your mind at all.
Well, we had Kylar playing mid, so we were gonna win.
As
Absolutely.
SF,
No.
he never
Silencer.
gets to play.
Silencer.
And this is props to Kyler. I think he's actually gained a reputation that people are giving him like respect bans.
Oh yeah.
Like our team was
Which is fair.
banning the heck out of
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
and he was really upset about it.
didn't
But I
get
think
to play it
it's a
for
respect.
3 matches.
It's a respect thing. I mean,
yeah.
really, it's a good thing.
'Cause if you don't shut his Shadow Fiend down, you lose.
He plays a good Shadow Fiend. He
does.
really does.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a hero that if you have somebody that's good, it can take over a game.
They can get out of
Absolutely.
control. For
Combo
sure.
that with Elder Titan, anything that has minus armor,
You got it.
game 1.
Yeah. Okay, Ben, your turn.
I played. I played a lot of Dota actually, but I played about 8 matches of TA for my daily hero challenge,
Okay.
and I was
I'm assuming you lost every
I was
single one.
incapable of winning a game. So
You still haven't gotten the win?
I re-rolled my daily challenge.
As you
I looked
should.
at it. It was 5 days of losing as TA, and I'm like, I just need to switch this. So
Yeah, no.
I think I played really well during the community matches for the most part. I know you cast those, but I had
did.
a good game as Viper and as Luna. Mm-hmm. But TA did not work.
She doesn't fit your style, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jared knows me better than I know me, so I believe it.
Wow.
And I don't think that she's an overly strong hero right now in general.
Right, we talked about that
Yeah,
a little bit
and
before.
I think
It
that
sounds
we-
like she's not in a good place to begin with.
Right. And we had a disagreement there.
I disagree because
I do
we're
not.
we're at average skill. We're at average skill, right? So
Technically, mine is below average. But
I
that's
think
okay.
it.
Right. I think I'm actually the only one at average skill.
I think if you're playing at a professional level, it matters when you need to squeeze every single last ounce of advantage out of her. You need to if you're playing TA and you're losing, it's because you're not farming well. You're
never-
putting yourself out of position. You're just not playing well. Just get better.
I
at the
disagree.
mechanics.
I think at
I
our
don't-
skill level, it's more hero design. So she may be a bad hero
I don't think that she-
design
I don't
for
like her
our
kit.
skill level. Yeah, I don't like her kit either. I think it was all about
Okay.
the kit. I don't think it's like
Yeah.
a balance thing as much. I think it's just certain kits
Well,
are going to be much
not
more
just that,
successful
but-
at our skill level.
But then also, when there's a balance issue, it only extrapolates
it does. It
that.
makes it even crazier. 'Cause
Right,
sometimes
right.
things that can be abused are things you can barely even use.
Yeah.
When you're a lower skill level player.
Well, like Viper Strike.
right.
What
Well, and why Viper? Probably I'm successful with Viper because he's freaking easy to use. He has 2 buttons.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but Viper is just a dominator.
He is. Yeah, he is.
That's what he is. So
Right, which
anyway,
apparently is my playstyle. I don't know.
Ben,
you're yes, dominator.
what you described to me makes way more sense now. That certain kits lend themselves to a higher
Skill cap.
I think so.
Like
Yeah, without a doubt.
clockwork.
Clockwork,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. I mean, he owns in competitive play, but you see somebody try
Chen.
to use him. Chen is
Chen.
another example. A lot of those type of heroes.
Yeah.
IO. Yeah. Anyway. So what else did you play though, Ben?
Well, I played Viper and I played Luna.
Right.
Those were kind of go-tos. I think I probably had a match or 2 on Elder Titan, which he's always kind of a go-to for me as well. But
As he should be.
in terms of exploring
He's strong
other
right now.
characters, it would mostly be TA, and that
Gross.
did not go well.
Gross.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ben.
It's okay.
And I played match commentary.
And you had fun. I was worried about whether you were having
You
fun
played
or feeling
at
left
least
out.
one game
but-
that I know of.
I did play one game. I played one game as Tidehunter and had success somewhat on it.
Well, are we talking about community night now or later?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, never mind.
But
Okay.
I did have a fun time doing match commentary.
Great.
We'll talk about that later, though.
More to come.
All right, guys, let's move into the
Stay
news.
tuned.
So the TI4
Teaser.
bracket format was announced, and Jared, I feel like it's best to pass this off to you for you to break this down for us.
Okay.
Lucky you, buddy.
Yeah. So as it turns out, things will be confusing. Because it's not just a normal.
I don't
what we
understand
thought.
why you guys are having issues with it. It's
Well,
fine.
There's just a lot going on. I mean,
There's
there's
just-
3 phases, and the phases
Yeah.
are kind of weird, and who goes on and who doesn't
It's
go on.
it's the largest esports gaming event of the year.
Yeah.
It's gonna
And it-
have to be a little
and
complicated.
it's probably more confusing than March Madness.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that's just a bracket.
That's true.
Well, no, but you got the bubble teams and all that crap about who gets in the bracket. That's confusing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a little confusing.
I think it's part of that is because there's
RPI.
no
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's confusing things.
going
in the
into
March
the
Madness.
international. There's no like point system. You know, nobody.
Right,
Everyone goes
right.
in on equal ground.
Evil ground. Yes.
Evil ground.
Evil
yes.
Ground, yeah. It's between March Madness and the BCS. in terms of complexity.
Right, yeah.
Okay, take it over, Jared.
So basically, we have our 16 teams, which we only have 15 at this point. We have our 15 teams that are going to be already at the event. Then we have these 4 teams that are going to be playing in. What's going on?
There's a Twitch viewer who just said he's going to make a Twitch account called WLD TV. So you guys screwed it up for
Way
us.
to go.
We are no longer live streaming.
Oh, great.
Crap.
It's probably Kyle.
It's the chat room.
So anyways, so we have these 4 teams.
Yeah.
They're going to play for that last spot.
Right. The wild card.
The wild card. And then there's going to be the 16 teams that are going to be at the actual event. So they're going to have, instead of what they did in the past, they had like 4 groups of the 6 of the teams, and they played, I think, all best of 3s at that point.
Right.
Which is more like the soccer type of thing, right? Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Like a group?
Yeah,
Groups?
exactly. It's like the World Cup in the fact that it's set up like that.
Okay.
But they played all best of 3s.
But now we have more of a round robin scenario.
Exactly. So there's going to be these 16 teams are going to play each other team once.
Which I kind of like that.
It's interesting.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
I think it'll make for better playing or better watching of all games.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're not going to see you're not going to see like at last year's international the Pudge fountain hooks. You're not going to see anything like that come out.
Right.
Because every game is going to be very, very important.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. But I think that's good.
So
I think
there's
it's
an
good
up and
that
down.
those
There's an
count.
up and down. So from there, after the round robin phase, 8 teams are going to move off into the playoffs.
Right. The bottom 8 are eliminated.
The bottom 8 are eliminated.
Yeah.
A couple teams just get moved right to the final event at that point, right? I think the first and second place, or at least first place team, goes right to the main event.
Yeah.
It's there's
like
something
that.
weird.
Some
like
people
that.
get immediate into the main event, I think.
Which I like that there's so many.
Yeah, maybe
best
it was 12. Yeah, you're right. There were 4 teams that are going to be eliminated right away.
Okay.
4 teams are going to be moved into the main event, and 8 are going to then start playing the first phase.
Right.
That sounds correct.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Which I really like that there's so many best of 3s going on because you said it's round robin, right?
It's all round robin, but all best of 1s.
Okay. This I like because it. I think with playing so many games of Dota
Yeah.
for such a long time.
Right.
I mean, you're looking at what 8 hours of Dota a day or something. I don't know. A crazy.
It's going to be a
amount of
lot.
matches.
It's going to be a lot.
I think that mechanic makes the better teams just inherently rise to the top. Yeah.
In some respects, yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I think the best of 3 format is a little better, in my opinion. But obviously, you can't have
I do agree.
15 teams playing, or 16 teams playing each other in a best of 3
Yeah.
because that would take a month.
Right.
Yeah, that's just unrealistic. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, it's just going to be more or less a double elimination bracket from there.
Yeah.
So, should be pretty good.
Yeah, I am really excited. I think it'll be a lot of good Dota to watch, and
It's going to be a lot.
don't tell my wife this, but
She doesn't watch this, so we're okay.
Yeah,
I think she'll be okay.
I think the finals take place like the weekend of her birthday.
Oh no,
Oh,
I think
nice.
you're right.
So there's no birthday present like a pub stomp.
Well, I'm gonna try and move the birthday celebration to the next weekend
As you should.
because it happens during.
Good
I think her birthday's during the week or something like that.
Yeah, if it's like a Tuesday or something, just be like, we'll celebrate next Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Look at me, I just like NPR'd the crap out of that.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
So
yeah.
Ben, I know not to call you out, Ben, but I'm going to kind of call you out a little bit.
Go ahead and call
I
me
know you were quite confused about the bracket for a while, and for good reason. I might add.
I think I didn't look clear. I didn't look at the main event bracket correctly, and so Jared had to bring some clarification there on how that works. But
Yeah.
I think now
It
that
was
he
weird.
clarified things, but there's just a lot going on. I
There
mean,
really
You've
is.
got phase 1 has people that go to main event. Phase 2 has people that go to main event, and then other people are playing into
Yeah.
it.
What we decided
It's
is
going to be a lot of Dota, which I
Yeah.
guess if you're into that, that's going to be great.
if you're into that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, but
If you like Dota.
it may be. I don't know if it's going to be too much Dota, but it's going to be a lot of Dota, and I think the main event is going to be pretty exciting. Though I think it's going to be making sure. It seems like it's going to ensure that the best teams
I agree.
are the teams in the main event. And I think that's what really
Right.
matters in the long run.
yeah,
Right, I would agree.
I really agree. I spent when the blog post on the Dota 2 blog went up about this whole bracket, I think I spent like 20 minutes to a half hour just reading through it. And then even then I was like, I don't know if I've got this right.
Well, yeah, I
Wait a
think there's
minute.
just so much there. It's interesting.
Let me ask you this, Ben. How many plushies are you going to buy?
Well, do you think they'll be there? Do you think they're going to sell out? I mean, I don't know.
They're going to put them online, I think.
No, I know, but do you think
Yeah.
they'll even stay there? I mean, they might go pretty fast.
If I
They're gonna
know,
go really
If I
fast.
know Ben Yadneb Day, I know that either you or your wife will figure out some way to get like 9 of these things.
I'll probably
and you'll
buy.
get $150 of Steam credit from it.
Let's say that they make 8 plushies. I'll probably buy 4 blind boxes.
Wow.
Like I'll probably get like half of what.
And you'll get all your money back too from the items.
Normally,
if
yeah.
the past is any indicator. I don't know if having
You'll-
those online is going to change anything, but those items
Right.
sold for a lot last
Yeah.
time. I mean, it made me money. So
Yeah.
Yeah, made you a lot of money.
which is all gone now.
Right.
Damn compendium.
Jared, I know
Yep.
you requested to talk about Fnatic.
Well, I just wanted to quickly mention it.
I think it bears worth mentioning. We're
think-
talking about esports. I think we need to talk about what's going on.
I think we just need to mention it.
Yeah.
If you guys don't watch any Dota, which is fine if you don't, but I suggest that you might just want to check out some old VODs or the past games of
Yeah.
Fnatic in the past couple weeks, because you will see one of the most exciting young players in all of Dota. He goes by Excalibur. I think his first name is Steve.
Excalibur.
I think his first name is X,
No, it's Steve.
last name Caliber.
Yes, Steve Caliber X.
That's a
But
good
no-
name. That's a strong name.
He's a lot of fun to watch, and one of his signature heroes is a Meepo.
Mappo.
Really? So there's been a lot of Meepo play.
There has been
a lot of
a
Meepo.
ton
Because
of
as
Meepo
you guys
play.
know, I'm a Meepo player.
And
Yeah.
you would respect this kid as a Meepo player. I tell you what, Ben, he is.
He legitimately brings Meepo into the meta.
Yeah,
In that
100%. What are you
What are you
watching?
doing over there, Ben?
Ben, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get the podcast or the Twitch thing up.
You're trying to watch us.
Go ahead.
This is like Inception weirdness.
I know it's so strange.
All right. So
Our,
anyway,
Anywho.
our production
But
value
anyway-
has just gone down the pipe here.
You wanted to do this Twitch thing.
I know.
so
I know.
Now people are stealing your Twitch channel
I don't
names.
know what the
So they've
hell I
been
was
playing a lot of Meepo though.
yeah, a lot of Meepo.
Great.
So Meepo, Tinker, and
He had one match where his CS was like 850.
He had like 850 CS and
Last
like
hits.
last hits and like what was it, like 45 minutes.
It was crazy.
It was
insane.
unreal.
Which I think it's really interesting with Meepo because with Meepo he gets 6 slotted and maxes out
At,
like that
He does,
25, 30 minutes.
quick. And
Yeah.
then
So do you look for a long game against them?
No.
No, not at
You
all.
need
huh?
to- you need
got
to-
to shut him down before he gets to 6 slotted, basically, huh?
Well, right, no.
well either
As
that
Meepo.
yeah, either that or you try and ride out the storm until the rest of your carries can catch up to him.
Right.
That's what I was
The
saying.
thing-
So if you're countering Meepo, you want a long game.
yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. You guys were disagreeing with a different statement.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
No. Yeah, as Meepo, you want
You want
the
a
game
quick game.
Yeah, you want it 25 to
Right.
35 minutes.
That's what, as a
max.
Meepo player, I thought you were supposed to. do.
Right, yeah, no, totally. But as a counter to Meepo, you want to do one of two things: shut him down early, so
Or-
that he
or make
can't
it go
get-
long.
Yeah, or make it go long. So
Now we were talking earlier. You guys had a good suggestion for a counter pick for Meepo, which was
Jakiro, actually.
Brian's blank expression. Oh
I had
my
to
gosh.
think.
Yeah,
I had to
no.
think.
Yeah. Tell me.
So
tell me
today-
more.
So today, they lost their first. Fnatic lost their first match when they actually got Meepo because it had been banned so much against EG.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it seemed like Jakiro could shut him down pretty well. He had a lot of
Ice Path Macropyre, baby.
yeah.
So just watch out for that two-headed dragon. Then I guess.
I
huh?
guess yeah.
Interesting stuff. So, as a Meepo player, I want to make sure I ban Jakiro.
Yep.
Exactly. Anybody that has lockdown, basically.
Okay, great.
That's
So-
what you want to do with Meepo.
In the
Do you think so? This being said, I think they're the only team that consistently uses Meepo. Correct?
yeah.
I've seen DK run it somewhat.
Sometimes, yeah.
But they're running it how Fnatic used to run it, with No Tail being support Meepo.
No Tail, who is now Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Which I love him.
So do you think?
I love that he's Danish, which
Do you think the
love
Meepo
him.
play is such that we're actually looking at a nerf towards Meepo, or is this just
No.
like an isolated incident? And you might just ban him if you're playing that team. You're not going to worry about.
Oh,
it
you're definitely
otherwise.
you're definitely either gonna ban it or know that you're playing it.
But you don't think it's something that other teams are going to really pick up on. It's just that he's playing an out of the world, out of this world Meepo,
He's 16 years old and can micro unbelievably
which is
well.
crazy. Yeah, I mean that's all going to boil down to.
That's
that.
what it is.
Yeah, I think Meepo is has just like not been used competitively. That
Right.
The other teams are catching up to him, and EG had their number all day. Because basically with Meepo, it's a 4 protect 1,
In most respects,
Right.
yeah.
right? And they were able to play pretty well against it.
Yeah.
They did offlane Faceless Void, which I like offlane Faceless Void.
Well, Universe playing that Faceless Void is just unreal.
He's really good.
He's really good.
He's really good.
Anyways, but enough esports talking here.
They like went crazy through the D2L Western Challenge bracket. They took
Good Lord,
down
yeah.
Navi, Empire.
Empire.
Who else? There was somebody
There's
else.
only 2 so far, I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's something to talk
and
about.
they 2-0'd both of them.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see what else here. Oh, guys, did you notice the UI updates?
They made some pretty
to
big
Dota 2.
changes there.
Yeah.
Have you been on
It
yet,
took me
Jared? Since they've
45
done that?
Yeah, it took me 45 minutes to update.
Yeah.
Right. That's why you couldn't play with us initially. right?
Exactly.
I joke that
Jessica was like, "Okay, yeah, go ahead and play. This is like 10
Like,
o'clock."
great, I've
I was
got
like,
my-
"Okay, great. I'm gonna go hop on. Wait for me, guys."
Can I suggest you just leave your computer on during this phase of your life so that if you want to play Dota, you can just hop on?
I left my computer on. I just didn't
really?
open up Steam.
Oh, leave Steam open. This is what
I
you need
joke
to do.
that Kyle has a Walmart internet connection, but you have like the Dollar General internet connection.
Like the
Stop
Aldi's,
judging.
where you have to pay for the plastic bags.
Right. Yeah.
It's true.
So Ben,
pretty bad.
What UI elements have been changed?
Well, I noticed the hero selection looks a little different, which is nice. I noticed a really nice. What's going on?
We're up to 3 viewers.
Hey, everybody.
I'm one of those viewers. So we're up to they changed the interface there for hero selection, both when you're looking in the armory and when you're actually in game. One of the things I really like, Kyle and I both noticed this, is the neat kind of loading screen interface
Yeah.
where you get some different angles of the
Yeah,
field.
I
It's-
love it.
It's really peaceful.
And it like letterboxes in those
Right.
black bars, makes it
Yeah.
real dramatic.
yeah, real
Totally.
dramatic looking. It's really cool. So I like
It
that
felt
one
really
quite a
epic.
bit.
That also
Epic's a good word for it.
That also happens when there's an ancient kill. Like when the match
Yeah, you're
ends,
right.
It
Yep, it
brings in the
does.
bars.
It changed that
Interesting.
animation a little bit, which is nice.
All of a sudden, you're going CinemaScope on your already
And now-
16:9.
And now
Format.
you can also zoom out in spectator mode.
Yes.
What is
this,
that? Tell me a little bit about that because I haven't messed with that yet.
This was great.
When you were casting games, could you do this? Then?
Yeah.
And did you do it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How far out can you get? Because I haven't messed with it. yet.
Probably 2.5 times what you normally could, I would say.
Which shows you what? Not the whole field,
No.
right? But you're seeing
No, but, like,
a
if-
lane and a half.
If you're
could see-
watching the mid lane, like you can see the entrance to the jungles.
Yeah, you could see
Interesting.
You can
Okay.
see like
most-
where the ancients are on the radiant side.
Okay.
most of
that's
the
nice.
you could see most of like the high ground.
Cool.
Like,
So it makes a big
area.
difference, I would think.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you use it because if you're all the way zoomed out, you're going to miss a lot of action. But
Right.
it's nice when you zoom out when there's like two teams kind of approaching each other, and you have those kind of awkward tension moments of like people wrapping around and
I guess
getting into position.
we'll be able to see that on the matches you casted, I assume, right?
Oh yeah, it's professional.
I'll have
Baby.
to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
it's
course.
professional.
Of course.
Yeah, and
Classy.
then like the hero loadouts, they changed a little bit. There's some updated buttons. They kind of, I think they made the heroes like, I don't know. It just looks more designed to me. It
Well,
looks
you're
nicer.
getting
Right.
a closer view
It's
of them.
finished.
I think, and then there's like more transparent boxes and
Yeah.
things, and
Yeah.
I think there's maybe is there a new animation or was that animation always there when you select somebody?
It-
They like pop
yeah,
in. Is
it,
that
like-
different or new or just?
It's
It's
new.
different.
Is it just different? Okay.
I think it plays like some sort of thing for them.
Perfect.
No, it does. It plays like an animation for
Yeah.
everybody, and then. I'm still kind of getting my mind wrapped around
Mm-hmm.
everything. Are they still on that? They're not on that little green rotating.
No.
But you can
platform thing.
rotate them still, right?
I think you
can,
can still
yeah.
rotate them. I'm not sure about as fast. I haven't done any spinning.
They're on like
Can
some
you still
sort
make
of-
them spin like all around really fast, like an ice skater?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Perfect. That's all we care
I was hoping
about.
they didn't take that away.
Yeah.
That's all we care about.
And then the hero select screen was changed as well.
Right.
And did you mention that?
I
No,
did
okay.
a couple
I-
times actually.
I really
I
like
haven't
it.
heard it.
It's very geometric, lots of straight lines.
Yeah, as somebody who
like
is more in tune with the design stuff than Jared and I, what did you think overall? Are you a fan? Yay, nay?
Yeah, I'm a fan. It seems a little bit more. It seems like it's not quite as optimized as it could be. It seems like there's
Okay.
a little bit more lag.
I've been having more lag in general lately, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's
It
related.
seems
to
a
that.
little designed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they've taken
too
more
obviously
care to
designed?
to the
Right,
graphic
yeah.
design.
Yeah.
I've always gotten the impression with the Dota 2 interface in general that it's like held together with baling wire and duct tape.
Yep. That's kind of the
But,
charm.
have you've played
Kind of the charm.
League of Legends is run through Adobe Air, and I think this feels more professional
Yeah.
than that. In a lot of ways. I mean, you've
do
played
like-
League of Legends, and
yeah.
it's just like that feels like you're just.
Playing Farmville.
It is
It
straight.
feels like you're playing Farmville in terms of the interface, and obviously
Right,
it's
yeah,
a really
no.
popular game. I'm not
No,
trying
it's
to
fine,
knock
it's fine,
it,
yeah, but Farmville.
just the interface doesn't seem as up to snuff. So I
Well,
don't know.
maybe Farmville too.
Yeah, it is a little
Yeah,
jarring
Farmville.
to go from like
It does feel like Farmville.
one application to like another application with League. But
Right, it's not all integrated.
I think Dota 2's just like design for menus and stuff. It's just bizarre. Like it doesn't follow any traditional.
Well, remember Chris,
Design.
our friend of the show, Chris, who played with us for a while and hasn't
about 10
played
minutes.
lately. Yeah, for about 10 minutes. But he just complained he couldn't figure out how to like minimize anything or get anywhere. He would constantly complain about that, and I think he had a legitimate gripe about it.
It is a little off kilter.
Yeah.
Like the button in the top
Not
left corner
intuitive.
to like minimize the
Right,
game.
it's really
strange.
bizarre. Yeah,
Strange.
really, really
It's not
strange.
intuitive.
It is not.
But it's okay. I mean, I love the game. I'm not trying to knock it too much, but
So what's the-
I'm gonna knock it up.
Are we UI redesign? Are we thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'm thumb sideways,
Okay.
I am most of the way up, like 3/4 of the way up.
mainly because I've played one game.
I'm mostly thumbs
Right.
up. I'm with
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah. They also have the, let's talk about the Steam sale a little bit. So the change there, not the change, but the thing going on right now with the chests for 50 cents per
50
day.
cent chest. I've been buying one every day.
Oh man, I've been buying like 2 every day. I'm suckered into those things.
You've
It's
been buying
awful.
2 every day?
Oh yeah, at least.
Wow.
Man,
I've gotten
I've missed this. So what's going on? What's
So
going on?
every day, so the Steam sale's going on, which usually that
It's a
in
Steam
itself,
summer sale,
That's
yeah.
just like here,
Yeah,
Valve. Here's
here's
my
my
wallet.
wallet.
Go ahead and take
Right.
money. But I've done that for so many years now that I mostly just have a gigantic backlog of games I'll never ever play.
it's practically a holiday, really.
Right, it really is. But I haven't really bought any games this year just because I'm like, I look at my games list and I don't know how many games do I have, Brian. I mean, I shared them with you because I'm like, I'm never going to play these games.
It was like 150.
Between the two of us, our combined library is 250.
Right, I'll never play that many
Jesus,
games.
guys.
So I'm like, I need to stop playing games. But now they started selling chests. So every day, one of those chests, like I think they're old chests that used to be out for different
Yeah,
events.
yeah.
So every day there's a new chest on sale for 50 cents. And I'm like, I should probably get at least 5 because that's the cost of a normal chest. So I haven't been that bad.
So you don't have to buy a key with it.
No.
Oh, it's just the
Oh,
chest.
Jesus.
It's 50 cents just for an unlocked chest.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
I don't know why he's giving me a hard time. So I've been.
Why was I was not giving you a hard time?
He was a little bit, but
A
anyways.
little bit.
But I've been buying at least probably 2 to 3 chests every time.
That's awesome.
I've
So-
been buying one a day, and I
for you
think
to have some self control.
2 of the 3 items that I've bought have been Centaur items that I've sent over to Jared.
Oh, perfect. That's where those gifts came
Yeah.
from. I saw the. You're gonna get some gifts.
You're gonna get some stuff. Well, Jared went crazy and gave me a bunch of Marana items.
He did, yeah.
Okay.
He gave me a mount and some sweet hair for Marana,
And that loading screen.
and that sweet loading screen. Yeah.
Yeah. She was a little racy in that. I thought you'd appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
The racy
Oh, yeah.
loading screen.
By the way, Jared, you sent us videos of Pyrian Flax on YouTube.
Those are pretty funny.
Those are gold. I knew who Pyrian Flax was, but I'd never
Right.
watched any of his videos. The one about Luna.
I haven't
and-
watched that
and
one.
him like
Oh my god.
sniffing the saddle of Luna's mouth.
Oh, gross.
It's really gross.
It's fantastic.
They are pretty funny. Those videos are funny.
Oh, it's
but anybody,
great.
yeah, if anybody's interested, Pyrian Flex.
Does he have one for every hero now at this point, or a lot
No,
of them?
I don't think so. But man, he is hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny.
Oh my god, I was watching them at work, which was a terrible
Oh,
idea.
you shouldn't have done that. That's
and I was
a really
just
bad idea.
laughing so hard.
Oh, gosh.
It was a Friday afternoon. I had
What are
nothing
you
to
gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, are we comfortable with moving on to the hero of the week?
Sure, hero of the week.
Hero of the
You,
week.
you apparently are.
Hero of the week.
Hero of the week
Somebody's
brought
gotta-
to you by
Somebody's got to move this
Brian
crappy show
Sabonier.
along.
Right. Brought to you by that.
Sunbone Dinger.
This the hero of the week is
It's that
Juggernaut.
mold in that cup.
This show has just gone so downhill.
Would you just go on to the next topic? What's
Hero of the
next
week
topic?
is Juggernaut. All right. Okay, so let's talk about Juggernaut. He is mostly played as a carry, though Jared seems to think you could play him as a support.
Wait.
100% yes. Are you serious?
Explain the Juggernaut support to me thing. That does not
Healing
sound
ward.
like...
You max the healing ward right away.
Okay, give me more.
Jared.
Is that all
You're
you need?
fine.
There are other
That's support.
There are other supports that heal and bring way
Yeah.
more support.
Make an argument for
To the-
why
to
you
the
would pick
table.
him as a support over somebody
Dazzle.
else. Because his kit,
Abaddon.
his kit is about
Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, his kit is about damaging the heck out of people.
Witch
right?
Doctor.
Exactly. No, but listen.
Doesn't he need some
You
farm?
pick him as like a. You don't have to. If he just gets levels, he'll be fine, right?
Why would you
right,
pick?
Right, Brian. If he just gets levels, he's fine.
No.
I disagree.
He's a carry.
Omni Slash will still do some work.
Omni Slash. You're right.
Omni Slash
the
will.
base
I'll give
damage
you
of
that.
Omni Slash is good, and his ultimate's good. I'll give you that. I just think, wouldn't you rather have some reliable stuns or something like that?
Well,
Something that's-
absolutely. But let's
You
say
really would want those
Right.
stuns.
I think you'd want to stun somebody instead of
you,
slash
you
them.
normally get
As a
two
support.
supports, don't you?
Yes.
Right. But
Every support doesn't have a stun. Dazzle doesn't have a stun.
right. So you're forcing.
Witch Doctor doesn't have a reliable stun.
Right. You're forcing the other support to be one with a stun. A.
Absolutely, sure.
And you're saying he's better than any other supports.
No, I'm not saying he's better, but I'm saying you can play him as a
But
support.
why? You could play anybody as support. Make an
Absolutely.
argument for why you would do so.
Because he has that healing ward that does work.
Ben's not wrong.
Right.
You can play any. Remember when I was trying to work out the Slardar support?
Yeah.
And it didn't work out at all.
The question
but
is,
it worked.
But the question is why? You always want to pick the person who's going to best help your team.
And maybe he does.
I can't. Well, give me the situation where he does.
I don't know the situation. Where
I
he
don't
does.
think there is one.
Yeah,
I think
there
that's
could
what
be.
Brian
There
and I
could
are
be. There
saying.
could be. There could be.
Let me give you this, Jared.
Bring it.
If you ever have a time when you can play Dota 2 again,
Ever. Sure.
you know that I
Sniper
love
support.
to play the number 4 semi-carry support.
We'll try Juggernaut
I'll try Juggernaut.
and rush the healing ward.
I'll give you
And
that.
we will push the crap out of that team.
So okay, so there's your strategy. You want to have him in a pushing strategy.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Because then you can stand. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but the level 4 healing ward does a lot of healing, does it not?
One would hope, since that's what you're basing your entire argument around.
Yeah,
We'll get to that later.
All right, sure.
But traditionally,
He's
Juggernaut
traditionally
is...
a
Juggernaut is no,
Juggernaut
all
is a carry.
experimental things aside, he's a carry. Yeah.
He's a carry. You almost definitely want to run him as a carry, either as your number 1 or number 2 carry. It
right.
doesn't
So
really
ignore
matter.
the whole last 3 minutes of conversation.
Correct.
whatever, guys.
Yeah. So you're going to want to be getting a lot of farm on him. And I think even traditionally you'd want to run him in the safe lane.
I would agree. He might be okay in the off lane just because of Omnislash, but I think safe lane's probably his best fit.
Well, yeah, and the healing ward. The healing ward
And the
helps
healing-
him a lot.
he's
in
got
the
a
off
little
lane.
bit
Yeah.
of sustainability there, but I
Yeah.
think you want to probably have him in the safe lane.
I do think Juggernaut is a good carry if you are new to the game, because that healing ward really helps you out a lot. It really
And-
helps you.
I don't disagree. I
And
think
his Q it gives
helps-
you magic immunity,
Yeah.
which is
It-
I think that's
really
the
nice.
thing that
helps out
probably
for
makes
bad-
him really viable
Yeah.
for a newer player.
Yeah, it really helps you get out of bad situations.
Correct.
And he has a natural passive, which is always a good thing.
right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about his skills, since we've talked about how to lane him or how to not lane him.
As a support.
His Q is Blade Fury, causes a blade storm of destructive force around Juggernaut, rendering him immune to magic and dealing damage to nearby enemy units.
Nailed it.
That's what I kept calling Omnislash. I was totally wrong on that.
Yeah,
That's his
Omni Slash
Blade
is
Fury.
his ultimate.
Right. Okay. So Blade Fury is what I was. I mixed that up.
So it does 80, 100, 120, 140 damage and lasts 5 seconds.
So
And you also get magic immunity during this time.
does it do that damage per second or?
Yes.
Oh,
It does a good chunk of damage. I'm not disagreeing with you there.
Wow.
I mean, it does good damage for
so
sure.
140 a second for up to 5 seconds.
Right.
Wow.
If they're standing in the swinging sword,
They practically have to be standing in it at that point, yeah.
Well, that's fine,
It's,
but-
it's tough to
if you
get the
if you
a full
stun
duration
somebody, you're
Blade
going to get.
Fury.
You're probably not going to get all of it, but you can get a good chunk of it though.
Can you not phase boot it?
You can
Absolutely.
definitely
You
phase
can
boot it,
phase
which
boot
is
while in
definitely that's the item conversation. But yes,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay.
Okay, his W is Healing Ward. Summons a healing ward that heals
Which is why you can
all.
play support.
Summons a healing ward that heals all nearby allied units based on their max hit points.
Which I usually max that last probably.
If you're playing carry, you should.
Right.
max that
What
last.
is the max healing on that?
The max I'm not sure. Max HP per second. So it just does like a flat percentage.
Okay.
So it does
Oh.
2, 3, 4, and 5
5% of
for
your
what
hit point
duration then?
for 25 seconds.
That's a good
So
chunk.
level 5, that's 100%.
Well, a little bit more than that, right?
Pool. Yeah, it would be actually.
Right? Math is hard, you guys.
5 times 25 is 125.
If what you're saying is
Oh,
true.
right. Yes. So, frick.
Frick.
But yeah, that's what it does. It just heals you for a max
Design.
percentage of your max HP.
Which is huge. That is a nice heal. I'll
the
give you that.
ward has 450 movement speed,
Which is pretty quick.
lasts 25 seconds, and so people like use this thing for like scouting,
Which is okay.
and it's kind of versatile,
Yeah.
somewhat versatile.
Is the healing come fast enough to be really effective in a team fight? I guess that's what I don't see in a support role. Do you think it does?
If your healing ward
That's a
is
good question.
not in the middle of the fight to where it can be killed,
off.
yeah, because you can kill it.
Right. I just don't know if it. I feel like other.
Let's
people-
say your team fight lasts 4 seconds.
Right.
4 seconds.
If they don't
At
kill
max,
the ward,
if
then you
at-
got 20% of
You
the
got
health
20% of your health restored.
back. Is that enough to make a huge difference? I mean, I know it makes a
Yeah.
difference.
I
Yeah,
would
it
think
does.
so. I would think so.
That's at earlier levels. That's kind of like a mechanism.
It is.
Or more.
At early levels, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Or more.
Okay, his E is Blade Dance. Gives Juggernaut a
Blade
chance
Dance.
to
That's
deal.
stupid.
Gives Juggernaut a chance to deal double damage on each attack. Critical damage is 200%.
A flat 200?
Well, yeah, double damage.
Okay.
Critical chance is yeah. At all levels, it's 200%.
Okay.
And then
Your percentage just increases.
yeah, it's
Okay.
15, 20, 25, and 35%.
that's
pretty
a
good.
decent passive. I like that
pretty good.
passive.
Yeah, I think you'd want to get a value point in that and then
Right
kind of
away.
move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, since it's a flat percentage, I definitely think even level 2 probably.
Yeah.
'Cause he
What's the
probably-
difference in percentage? Like crit?
15 to 35.
Yeah. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, his ultimate is Omni Slash. Juggernaut
Yep.
leaps towards the target enemy unit with a damaging attack and then slashes other nearby units, dealing between 200 and 225 damage per slash. Juggernaut is invulnerable for the duration. Also upgraded by Aghanim Scepter.
That's a really nice ultimate. I mean, it just
It's
melts
one
people.
of the best,
Yeah, it's
especially when
great.
if you get the Ag Scepter with him. Whew.
Yeah, the cooldown is 130, 120, and 110.
Okay.
Jumps are 3, 6, and 9.
9
Jump
jumps.
radius is 425.
That's a pretty big radius.
And if you get the Aghanim Scepter, it puts the cooldown down to 70.
That's
Here's a question
pretty
I don't know
good.
the answer to. Does that stack with his passive so he gets crits with those?
That is a good question.
I don't believe it does.
I don't know that.
I don't know either.
I don't remember ever seeing.
I don't think it does. I
crit.
don't think I've seen a
No.
crit with it either. I just was curious if you guys had.
But
because then it would be like
if you
450
get
Oh, it'd be
damage.
crazy, yeah.
if you get Ag Scepter, it changes the jumps to 6, 9, and 12.
Okay.
So you get a three extra no matter where you are at.
So at 12 jumps, you're doing whatever 12 times 200 is.
Right.
Really,
400
Brian?
2400
Really, Brian?
2,400 damage.
Come on, buddy.
Sit down, Jared.
Is it pure damage, physical damage, magic damage?
It's damage.
Pure damage.
I don't know what it is. I'm just looking at my app here and it doesn't say. Normally I have Dota 2 wiki.
I'll grab it. I'm there.
Okay.
I'm just curious on that. But I think from personal experience, it does a crap ton of damage. I mean, it's really nice.
A
It-
lot of damage.
It will destroy you.
It's like if they haven't died, then you just have to hit them once or twice and they're dead. I think that's what
Right.
it boils down
Yeah,
to.
I'm pretty sure it's physical damage because I think
It
goes,
is physical.
It goes
It
to
is
BKB.
physical. Okay.
It's physical damage.
Yeah,
But it doesn't scale with your own damage output. It's just flat, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Which is
It
still,
also
it's a good chunk though.
it also provides a mini stun on the first attack.
Oh,
Did not know that.
but does it stack with the passive? Is that anywhere?
I don't think it does. I mean, if it's just flat damage, it's not going to actually scale from anything else.
Yeah. Anyway, while Jared's looking that up, we'll talk about items. And this is one thing that I really liked about
Evasion doesn't work on it.
Oh,
I think it just does the damage.
that is a counter to PA.
Who's actually coming into the meta, by the way?
Yeah,
interesting
pretty hard.
stuff. Yeah, that's,
That's
good.
that's
good to
a-
keep in mind. Yeah.
Big time.
even and even people who would definitely. Why is that funny?
New girl. Oh. Big time.
I have no idea.
It's fun.
Even for heroes that you know they're most likely going to build a butterfly that'd be really good, like some
Right.
somebody
Gyrocopter.
like
Sure.
Luna. Yeah, gyrocopter. Okay.
Faceless Void.
So anyway, items. Something that I really liked about Juggernaut is you can his item build is very wide open.
There's some truth to that to a certain
You can
extent.
get quite a
Brian.
bit. Yeah.
We haven't been recording for how long?
This died.
Damn it.
We're still recording. We just have to figure. Can you get it from that?
Yeah. I'll
keep
just
going.
have to.
The show must go
Sorry,
on, Brian.
Brian.
Yeah,
The show
I
must
can.
go on.
No, I can download the MP4 and just grab the
Exactly.
audio out of it.
That stinks.
We got to
though.
keep going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep going. It's
There we
fine.
go.
I can edit it.
I know. That's fine.
It's
Well,
just the
let's not
live
keep going.
stream and the YouTube video that's a little.
Let's not keep going then.
Anyway,
Why don't
okay.
you have batteries?
Look, I didn't know we would need it. Okay.
Big
It's okay.
time.
It's okay.
Anywho, okay. So one thing that I really liked about Juggernaut is
Yes.
his item build is really wide open.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that because you could
can-
play him as support.
You no, you can't. Typically, you can, but it wouldn't be successful.
I disagree. Completely.
I get tired of being the troll, so thank you this week.
Okay, Jared, mark my words, we like Dota listeners. I'm going to tweet and put stuff up when Jared and I do this match. We'll live stream it and we'll see how it goes. And I'm fully prepared to make a retraction and
I'm gonna have you play it because you play our semi
do
Yeah, you're
semi
usually
carry
that
supports like a
role.
silencer.
I love playing those heroes.
I'll play it too, so then we at
I
least
think
have three
he
of us.
could
that are on
support
the same
just as
page.
well as a silencer.
No.
No, that's silence.
disagree
That global silence is so good.
Yeah.
It is. But I think anyway. Okay.
Let's talk about items on Juggernaut.
Carry on.
Okay, items on Juggernaut.
Phase boots.
There's some core items here. Yes, wand, phase boots, or power treads.
I love phase
Now,
boots on him.
It's a preference. I think phase boots is the way to go.
I do too.
I think so too.
Because
Mainly-
you can start the Blade Fury and then you kick on the phase boots.
Oh, it's so much
And
faster.
then
you
It's
have
great.
movement speed and you just chase
and you can
fools
go
down.
through units with fates on.
Absolutely.
So
It's pretty great.
You'll be chopping folks down with that thing.
yes.
And this is even, I wouldn't necessarily say it's core, but it almost is Aghanim Scepter. It's so good on
I
him.
don't even know if I would go that far. I think it's a
Yeah.
good. It's a great option.
You don't
but I don't
need
think
it,
you
though.
have to go it.
Yeah,
I think
you
you
don't
can
need
do Battle Fury. You
Yeah,
can
if you're
do
playing him as a support,
like
you
a
definitely don't need
butterfly.
it.
You can do all kinds of other things.
No, I definitely agree. I think that it's a great item that's going to give you an extra 600 or so damage.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
It just depends on whether. I mean, the damage is coming from the ultimate, right? So it just
Yeah.
depends on whether you want to be that one hit wonder or if you want to have sustainable damage because it's different types of damage.
yeah, well, the Aghanim Scepters are going to be going to give you sustainability as well because it's going to give you so many extra hit points with the Ogre Club and the point booster.
Not sustainability, but giving you sustainable damage output.
Okay.
Because you can basically, you can melt somebody's face off, but then you're done.
Right, then your right click sucks.
Right. It's whether you want the right click or whether you want that really, really powerful ultimate.
Right, that's on a 70
I
second
tend
cooldown.
to, it depends on what's going on with my team at that point. I tend to lean towards, I want to make sure I can do damage to everybody and not the one person. Because if I take one person out of
Right.
the match, is
well,
that enough?
with Omni Slash, if you use that at the beginning of a team fight, it's going to hit everyone.
Depending on where they are, it's a
Omnislash
425
will, but-
radius. So
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's still you've got that one shot at hitting everybody versus
Right.
if they're spread out. It seems less flexible to me.
Yeah.
You've got the one option, and if you screw up that one option, you've got another minute and a half to wait.
I agree, and I think if you're the hard carry, the number one hard carry, I think you want to bypass Ag Scepter. But if you're the number two
That's
carry,
exactly what I'm
a
saying.
semi carry or a support or
I
something.
think it works best to get the Ag Scepter.
Right, I think that's what I'm saying. If they're counting on you to be the damage, I don't know if that's great. If they're counting on you to like be an assassin, kill one guy or two
Yeah.
guys, and then
Right,
get out, then you're okay.
The biggest thing I think to think about this as well, his ultimate isn't like Luna's ultimate in the fact that if there's only one person around, they're taking all of that Omni Slash.
Yeah.
Correct.
With Luna's, there's a cap on it.
It can be overkill with the Omni Slash, is I guess
Yeah.
what I'm saying. And so,
Oh, totally, it could
if
be,
you,
yeah.
If you catch somebody at 1-on-1, they're dead.
but
Yeah,
I think you got
totally.
them with eggs or without eggs at that point.
Well, depending
Yeah.
on the time of the game.
Yeah.
But
It does. It just depends. Again, you're adjusting based on the match. I just don't think
Right.
it's a core item. I don't think you always grab it.
No, I would agree with that.
I totally agree.
I would agree with that.
So there's other items that you can get. Mjolnir, Battle Fury, Desolator, Daedalus, Butterfly.
any damage item.
Carry items.
It's your carry
are great
item
on
stuff.
him.
Yeah, it's your normal. I think eggs makes him a little different that he can grab that.
So
Yeah.
you're really building more damage items on him than like
Support items.
no.
no,
You
wait, no,
probably want to force.
you don't necessarily need to get like a BKB or something
Right,
like
that's what
that,
I'm saying.
or a blink dagger.
Sustainability
Yeah.
or an assault cure is something like that.
He
It's
has-
probably a better option.
He's
on your
got
team.
it based on his Q. I think
Yeah.
brings enough sustainability there, and he tends to get strong enough. And I don't feel like he's squishy. I wouldn't call him a squishy hero.
I wouldn't say he's not squishy though.
Well,
He's an agility carry, so
he is, but
he's not gonna
he's
not
less-
gonna tank up.
but he's not.
His strength gain isn't great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
I don't
only
know.
1 point.
I think just because of his Q, he doesn't seem like he's going to instantly melt to things, you
Right.
know. So I think that
Nah,
gives
I
him a
agree.
he
lot
does have
more flexibility.
2.85 agi gain though. So.
Hey,
There you go.
How you do?
So that's it's gonna help his armor, and it's gonna help his attack speed.
Right. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, it's all good things.
both.
The build that I went with him, because he was one of my compendium heroes.
Right.
Yes, I'm still working on them.
I've got 2 left as well, but I
Okay.
haven't played in 17 weeks.
I've got
Rookies.
3, and I did not have a baby.
right. Correct.
But I am the producer for a mildly successful Dota podcast.
Sure.
If that.
We currently have one person,
One viewer.
one viewer.
But they put a comment, whatever it says.
Yeah, they're gonna steal
Hi,
our
what's up? Is that what it
WLD
says?
TV.
But yeah, I did wand, phase boots, and then I went Maelstrom,
Okay.
Agceptor,
Yeah.
Mjolnir,
Woo.
which is BA on him.
I
I
have
can
not
imagine.
tried that on him because I've played a little bit of
It kinda
Juggernaut. Do you
takes
really
him-
like it on him?
Yeah, I love it because that shield really kind of tanks him up a little bit.
And the attack speed, man.
It's great. You just farm up like crazy. I almost exclusively prefer Mjolnir to Battle Fury.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. On him, it would make sense in my opinion
Yeah, it just
because
depends whether
his
you
right
want-
click is not something that you're counting on most times.
Yeah, it just depends whether you want to trade off that shield for like guaranteed cleave every right click
Well, right.
with Battle
yeah.
Fury. And Battle Fury has really nice stats.
Yeah.
But with Mjolnir, you have like plus 85 damage or something crazy like
Right.
that. And let's see, beyond that, I think I went for. I don't think I got anything beyond that because we won.
Yeah. That's a lot of items.
Yeah. So I had a good time with that. I had a good time with Juggernaut. Mm-hmm. So that's
Good.
that.
I'm glad.
Okay, guys,
Glad.
let's move
I'm
on.
not sad.
Let's move on to
Might
the
be glad.
item of the
Might be glad.
week.
Okay.
Oh, we're bringing it back.
We're bringing it back. It was
Was it successful or was it?
successful with friend of the show Cheeks of Flappin'.
Is he the only one that cared?
I think so.
Okay.
But we're
perfect.
still going to do it again.
Yeah.
But we really like to talk, so we're going to talk about Magic Stick.
You raise a good point.
Magic Stick.
It's more than just a song by Lil Kim.
We did confirm it is Lil Kim.
Correct. So
For full disclosure, I thought it was Queen Latifah. And I was wrong
Well, because you're what 70,
because I'm old. I don't know who.
and you're
Lil-
like, I know as a black woman.
you're like
Who-
the
who's
age,
Lil' Kim?
You're
I
like a fear plus.
like I knew it was a female rapper, and that's all I knew.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
about right.
I
You
only-
are fear plus.
I don't think I've ever heard
Excalibur
of-
years old.
I've never
Yes.
heard of Little Kim, so I don't know.
Magic Stick costs 200 gold. Active energy. It has an active ability on it.
Okay.
What's the active?
The active ability, energy charge.
Wait, which one's Magic Stick? Oh, that's like the really.
That's the
That's not
basic.
Magic Wand.
That's
It's
the
magic,
basic.
You're talking
Correct.
Magic Stick.
It's
Magic Stick.
200 coins.
Ben, if you would just let me finish,
It's basically
all
like
questions,
it's like a healing potion.
all questions will be revealed
Yeah.
if you let me finish, Ben.
It looks like a little stick with a blue thing at the end.
But it works like a healing potion.
Yeah.
It works
Kind of.
nothing like a healing potion.
Kind of does.
All right, I'm going to talk about Magic Stick.
My eyeballs
Magic
are
Stick has an
sweating.
active ability, Energy Charge. Gains charges max 10 based on enemies using abilities in a nearby area. When activated, it restores health and mana based on the number of charges stored. And the number of health and mana restored per charge is 15. So at 10, you get a maximum of 150 health or mana
Which
restored.
is instant.
Correct.
And almost works like a healing potion.
No.
Except it just adds it instead of being overtime.
Well,
And you can't deny it.
yeah.
So this
So
thing
nothing
gains,
like it.
This thing gains
Well, different than you're thinking the healing salve, which is different than a healing potion. They're
Okay.
both kind of like healing potions. Go ahead, Brian.
Ben, why are you even here tonight?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know why I invited you.
I don't know either.
This is terrible.
You make your
Carry
choices.
on.
You got to live with them.
Carry on.
So whenever anybody in a specific area around you, I don't know what the radius is.
I don't think it says.
It doesn't say. You gain a charge. And
Yeah.
then when you
It
get
doesn't
them,
say the
you use
radius.
it.
I'm actually curious about the radius.
It does
I was
not.
too. Let me check the Dota,
look
Dota
into
wiki.
Checking those hard hitting facts, Jared. But
So
yeah, this
why would anybody stick with the magic stick instead of getting a magic wand?
that's a good question, Ben. Because
I have those occasionally.
if you upgrade to a magic wand,
That was almost scripted, guys.
Right.
a magic wand is 3 iron branches plus a recipe.
Right.
So if you're a support, that's like 2 sets of wards
Okay.
to upgrade.
Yeah, 'cause it's
to
300
basically,
gold.
If you're a carry, it makes sense because you're freeing up an inventory slot.
Correct.
And getting stats.
Correct. But if you are a support, you're basically
You're not going to have 300 gold to spend on that.
yeah. You want to save
But
that
what if you?
gold
I mean,
to buy
what if you got
wards.
the little branches anyways? Right. As a support, sometimes you would. Well, you probably didn't. Is that the argument? You maybe didn't get as many.
Normally, if I'm playing support, if I have an inventory slot to grab a branch, I buy a clarity.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you just don't grab the branches. That's a good point.
Sometimes I'll get
I'll
the
buy that.
branches and go to a magic wand, but a lot of times what I'll do is partway through the laning phase, I'll sell the branch and just pick up a magic stick.
See, I'm a carry. I don't know how this stuff works. That's why I'm curious.
It's whatever. It's
It's what it is.
it's whatever you want to do. I think
Yeah.
that the magic stick is really good to get. You can buy it in the side shop.
Good info.
Value
Oh,
item.
You know, I'm always surprised, and even with my own lack of knowledge on how much stuff's in the side shop. I mean, I think people don't realize
Any booth that you want to make, you can get at the
it's
side
there.
shop.
Yeah, like there's so much stuff you can get in the side shop, and people waste the courier bringing stuff they don't need to bring. I need to get better at knowing what's there.
Sometimes you can't safely get to the side shop though.
Correct, but
That is true.
there's that. But I'm just saying there's a lot of missed opportunities just to slide in there, grab what you want, and get out. You know?
Like Blink Dagger you can buy in the side shop.
crazy. Yeah,
It's awesome.
There we go. There's all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah. So I like to buy. Don't start out with a or with a magic stick. Start out with tangos and a healing salve. Buy magic stick probably about 5 minutes into the game.
Or see who you're laning against and see if it'll be worth it.
Correct. Because if
1200 radius from a
that's a lot.
viewer of the show, Ownerism.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, live watcher of the show.
I'm glad we're streaming on Twitch.
And you're glad that I'm playing on my phone now, aren't you?
yes.
Yeah, seriously. I just got it on Dota
Thank
Wiki.
you, Ben. I'm so happy
No.
that you're here now.
Thank you, Ownerism.
Thank you.
You're so glad that I'm here to see Ownerism's answer.
Yes.
Which may or may
That was
not be
awesome.
correct. We haven't double checked it. I'm assuming it's right.
We'll just assume.
I'm assuming it's right as well.
So yeah, I like to pick this up a couple of minutes into the laning phase once I've kind of burned through my tangos and my healing saz. If you're laning against somebody like
Somebody's calling
Confirmed.
you out too.
Confirmed.
a Lena,
You're getting called out.
why?
Hey, we got viewers,
You,
guys.
you can make. Somebody said you can make. You can't get Ring of Protection for Tranquil boots. And
oh,
the
you're
side
right.
shop.
You're right. You're right. 100% right.
So there we go. You guys are good. You guys are just calling us out left and right.
This is why we usually preface with the fact that
we didn't.
we
say
don't
that-
know crap.
We didn't say we didn't know anything today.
Yeah.
oh, we
that's
didn't
true.
crap.
And I think they want to be calling out Jared, not
Just to
not me.
clarify,
Yeah, that was me.
we
That
don't
was
know
me.
anything.
Yeah, we just like talking to
No,
each
thanks.
other.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, seriously.
So anyway, that's
Continue.
that's
Carry on.
magic stick. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
So many lies.
So many lies.
So many lies.
All right, so we're gonna move on to noobs
I love
ask.
Twitch chat.
We're gonna move on to noobs ask noobs.
Okay.
Which is just what it sounds like. Usually, people who are asking these questions know more than we do.
Most times.
So I can't guarantee the factual accuracy of any of these responses, and
Good.
take it all with a grain of salt.
Good
as
preface.
as you should with the rest of the show, because we don't know what the crap we're doing. Okay,
But we do like talking to each other.
we're here for entertainment value only.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this question comes from Mr. Looney Man
Okay.
from our subreddit,
Thank you, Mr. Looney
And-
Man, for your submission.
and he writes,
And he writes.
my question is on how to counter a hero that is quite popular at the lower brackets.
Okay.
Sniper.
Oh, it's freaking sniper.
Now I know this guy is squishy, and you should always be trying to outlane the person you're in the lane with.
Right.
But is there a good way to counter him? If you are stuck mid against him and you are a melee hero,
You're screwed.
is there some way of getting past his long range?
Not really.
Yeah, if you are melee against sniper in the mid lane, that matchup shouldn't even happen.
Yeah.
That just shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's super
Unless
unfortunate.
maybe-
What do you do if it happens?
You just lose.
you
the
ask
game.
for you ask
You
for
ask for a rotation.
Yeah, you ask for rotation.
and it probably won't help, and you'll probably lose the game because
You're
of
a
it.
Debbie Downer about this. My gosh.
Yeah, I am a Debbie Downer because it sucks.
It's terrible. No,
Yeah.
there's really nothing you can do against that.
Yeah, well, if you are,
I think you just gank like crazy.
well, yeah, I
That's
was
exactly
gonna say,
it. That's exactly it.
So there's something you can do. You have to be on a team that's willing to help you
Yeah.
out. and not
Right,
just let you
right,
sit
right.
there.
But one on one, no, you're hosed.
ask for your side lanes to
that's,
gank.
that's why
mid.
there's 4 other people. Yep.
correct.
Right.
Yep.
That's what you hope for.
But if it is 1-on-1, it's going to be a rough lane.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, Sniper is very, very squishy. He doesn't
Yeah.
have any natural escape mechanism.
Right.
So, and his move speed isn't great.
No.
His
Not
base move
initially.
speed.
No, he's all right.
So,
The thing that he really relies on is in team fights, he's going to be kind of towards the outskirts of the fight and just right clicking. And the thing that really counters him real hard is if you can blink in and stun him.
Right.
Or my favorite counter to a Sniper is Vengeful Spirit.
right, yeah, you can swap him.
You can swap and then he's just dead.
Right. My favorite counter is Undying because you
Yes.
can steal his strength, and then he's even more squishy.
Right.
Because I mean, if you get his base strength is so low,
Yeah.
he only has like 450 hit points. You hit him with 2 of those decays that steals his strength, he has like 250 hit points.
It gets to be a little rough.
Yeah, so that's my personal favorite.
I've
Plug
got
for
2
Undying.
suggestions
Okay.
from the people who are watching this on Twitch. They
Perfect.
said Tiny and
Yep.
PA were both suggested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're looking for hero counters,
Why Tiny?
you can toss.
Oh, right. Yeah. PA, especially that evasion, will really
Right.
help quite a bit.
But if you're another melee, you're Sand King mid for some reason.
Right. So
You're
if you're playing against
Right.
Sniper, it's just a matter of changing up your item build and just knowing how to adjust your playstyle to him.
yeah, you're gonna he's all of his damage is physical, I believe. Aside from I think shrapnel is even physical.
Yeah, I'm
We'd
not
have
sure.
to look into that.
I don't know for sure.
These viewers are going to call you right out.
I have no problem with that.
It's fine.
But then at that point, you're gonna want to build armor,
And I'm guessing if you're in the lower skill brackets,
which we are.
which
right.
we are,
Yeah.
and then some.
Twitch viewer, my MMR is 1800.
he's most
Right.
definitely going to have a Shadow Blade.
right.
So carry Dust with you, carry Sentries with you, and you'll just shut him down real hard. And
Right.
You'll win.
No, that is true.
And that guy will never want to pick Sniper ever again.
He probably will though.
He probably will, though.
And I'm just saying, support Sniper can happen.
Gosh, are we going to have this discussion again,
Oh,
Jared?
stop it.
right.
What's our next topic?
So continue.
All right, next topic is community updates.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
Friend of the show.
That's something we actually know about because we're in charge of it.
Yes.
There we go.
Kind of.
Kind of ish.
Yeah.
we drafted the person who's in charge of it.
Yeah.
So continue.
Friend of the show, P Frog, has made a really great kind of clip reel of various matches that we like Dota citizens or denizens. We need to come up
All
with
right, so Assassinate's magical. My bad.
very
Thanks, guy.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I wish there was a Dota 2 wiki app, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
That would make our
that
job
site's
so much
so
easier.
hard to
Yeah.
pull up on your phone.
Yeah. Anyway, P Frog made a really great highlight clip that different We Like Dota community members were a part of. So go check that out on the subreddit. And we also had community night this past Friday.
Which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm willing to say it was a great success.
Rousing.
We had enough people there that I was not able to play, and I casted all of the matches live, and that was great.
Aside from the last one that I played.
Correct, aside from the last one that you played. And you can check all the VODs and all my commentary and everything for those on our YouTube channel, which is at youtube.com/WeLikeDota. And I legitimately had a great time doing the casting.
And you did a good job, man. You did a
Yeah,
good
it
job.
seemed like it was really fun.
I feel like for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, I did a admirable job.
Right. You're able to at least fill the void with sound.
Correct.
So good job.
That's half the battle. So yeah, you can check those out at youtube.com/WeLikeDota. And you can also check us out on the internet at WeLikeDota.com. And we are also at We Like Dota on Twitter and YouTube. And check out our Reddit, our subreddit at reddit.com/r/WeLikeDota. Ben, where can we find you online?
I'm at Dota Yadneb on Twitter, and I have 20 followers.
That's a big milestone. About 2 weeks ago, you had 12.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
I still
you're
don't
doing good.
understand Twitter. I don't know if I care.
Okay.
Well, you're 7,000 years old, so
What's that?
you're 7,000.
It's
I'm
like
7,000
It's
years
like
old.
the modern day equivalent of telegrams, which I think you should
Oh.
understand telegrams.
I do get those.
Right.
That makes a
Okay.
lot more sense.
Sometimes they sing.
Good. All right. Jared, where can we find you online?
My Twitter handle is +3000 PLUS and number 3000,
Perfect.
and I am not tweeting a lot right now
Yeah.
because of the whole baby situation.
Right.
So,
That baby is cute as freaking crap.
well,
though.
thank you. Yeah,
Good lord.
yeah.
That is
well,
a cute baby. Most babies are just like,
Gosh.
alien-like.
yeah, really strange.
Probably because it's mine that I think it's less alien-like than most babies.
No,
but
no, you legitimately have a human-looking baby. It's great.
it's good. It's good.
I can't
It's
say that about
really what
everybody.
we were hoping for. is-
Right? It looks like it's human.
Yeah, is not to have an alien baby. So good deal. Good
And
deal.
you can find me personally on Twitter at Byinger, BYINGER. And yeah,
our we do have the Twitter as well for the show that you've been tweeting on.
I
that
did
saw.
mention that earlier.
Okay, I wasn't
Yes,
paying
I
attention.
did.
then.
How
That's
about the
okay.
guild? I mean, the guild has been really getting a little bit more activity lately. How do
Yeah,
people
yeah.
join the guild?
You can join the guild by putting up a thread on the subreddit, or you can, just go to the subreddit. All the directions on how to add people to Steam. You got to get a Steam invite. Through
Which
Steam
I
to
think
do that.
with field studies would be okay throwing his name out there. So if you look
friend of the show, Field Studies.
he's
will
the
help you
community
out.
manager, or no,
Correct.
what is he? The guild manager. He's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, he's in charge of our guild.
He's in charge of our guild. So if you friend request field studies, field_studies,
Right.
there's only one, and he will
Yes.
add you to the guild. He's very friendly about that.
And we're still in pre-alpha, engaging interest for the We Like Dota League.
Right.
So there's a thread about that on the subreddit if you're interested in doing that. We don't even know what that looks like or what it'll be.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a bowling league for Dota 2. So if you're interested in that, get on the subreddit and let us know if you're interested in that. And I think that'll wrap up the show for this week. So
Perfect.
thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you all next time.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, yeah, thanks.